Catholicism is similar to Islam. Catholicism and Islam are often seen as two opposing forces of culture and religion. However, there are many similarities between the religious beliefs and practices which I will explain in this video. Weekly obligation. Catholics are required to go to Mass every Sunday, with missing Mass being a mortal sin that leads to hell. Muslims are required to go to mosque to pray every Friday for salvation. Fasting. Catholics are required to fast during the month of Lent. Muslims are required to fast during the month of Ramadan. Holy cities. In Catholicism, Rome is the most holy city where the Vicar of Christ lives and rules from in the Vatican City. In Islam, Mecca is the most holy city which contains the Kaaba, and all Muslims are required to visit. Images of God. In Catholicism, images of God in his divine essence are banned. Islam also prohibits images of God. Mary. In both Catholicism and Islam, Mary is believed to be a perpetual virgin who by the power of the Spirit of God gave birth to Jesus. Mary is also believed to be the greatest woman who ever lived, who leads in paradise. Ascension and second coming of Jesus. Both Catholics and Muslims believe that Jesus ascended into heaven, and at some point in the future, Jesus will return to earth, which will lead to the final judgment. Bible is the Word of God. Catholics believe the Bible is the Word of God, and Islam also affirms that the Gospel or Injil was the valid Word of God which is preserved by Allah. Salvation by grace. Catholics believe salvation is granted as a gift from God by grace, and Catholics must cooperate with this grace in order to go to heaven. Muslims also believe that people enter paradise through grace from Allah, as Muslims must confess their sins and be forgiven. Claims to be a revision. The Catholic Church claims to be the institution founded by God to clarify and revise the Old Covenant into the New Covenant. Islam claims to be the final revelation by Allah to supersede previous revelations. Women covering their heads. Catholic women traditionally cover their heads with veils in church, and this was required in the 1917 Canon Code of Catholic law. Muslim women are required to cover their heads with hijabs while in mosque. Ban on female leaders. Catholic women cannot be ordained as priests. In Islam, women cannot become imams. Apostasy leads to damnation. In Catholicism, anyone who knowingly leaves the church will lose salvation due to their schism and will be damned to hell. In Islam, anyone who leaves Islam will be damned to Jahannam. Wrath of God. The Catholic Church believes God has wrath which is directed towards those who sin against him. Islam also teaches that God is full of wrath which is projected against sinners. Holy war. The Catholic Church has carried out wars against other religions and justified this as holy war. Islam has also taught that holy wars should be fought against non-believers. Historically, supported slavery. Many Catholic popes have justified slavery throughout history. In Islam, slavery is permitted, at least in theory. Capital penalty for sexual immorality. Catholic theologians have traditionally taught capital penalties for homosexuality, as has Islam. Punishment for heresy. Catholic theologians have justified the execution of heretics, as does Islam. Thanks for watching. I will make my next video about gay marriages in ancient history as soon as I can.